Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors at Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. The murder of Hachem, who was 19 years old, a law university student in the Blackburn area of Lancashire. She was shot down dead on a Sunday afternoon as she went to shop for groceries at a Lidl supermarket. She had no involvement whatsoever in the reason as to why this shooting had occurred. She was caught in the middle of a crossfire. Initial rumours and speculation was that this was some sort of family feud involving her. She definitely wasn't involved. On Monday night, police arrested three brothers, Feroz, Suhayl and Nadeem, all from Blackburn, all on suspicion of murder. On Wednesday, another man, 39, and a woman, 29, also from Blackburn, were arrested on suspicion of murder. The police have arrested two women, 19 and 26, earlier that day also for assisting an offender, and a 28-year-old man has been held on suspicion of murder. Another two men, 31 and 35, have been arrested on suspicion of murder, and a man aged 29 has been arrested on suspicion of murder and assisting an offender. All 11 suspects remain in police custody. CCTV shows a Toyota Aventus slow down in front of the woman before she collapses to the ground. Police believe the gunman may have been aiming at Quick Shine car wash, which Aya was walking in front of when she was shot. They have three garages around Blackburn, including next door to the car wash. Police and paramedics rushed to the scene, but despite battling to save the teenager, she was pronounced dead a short time later in hospital. So already it's very well publicised that the police have a good idea of what's going on. A lot of members of the public have sent information to the police in relation to what has happened and why this actually happened. And it's seeming now the three brothers, the owners of the tyre place, they are saying that these paid for a hit, and this is in relation to a previous attack that occurred on one of their properties. They've also quite well known that they've got a lot of businesses, and apparently the jealousy between these two businesses has spiraled out of control. A statement was released by Aya's family, and they said they was devastated at her death. Their beautiful 19-year-old daughter was taken away from them in the most horrific of circumstances. Meanwhile, they said it has emerged that Aya's dad, Ishmael, fled to the UK, Lebanon for a better life after himself being shot 10 years ago. They said that Aya's dad was also shot in the crossfire when he moved to England for a new life from the war-torn country of Lebanon, after waiting 9 years for asylum before receiving UK citizenship. It happened on King Street and the victim was shot in broad daylight. The Toyota Aventus was found on Wellington Road a short time later, the getaway vehicle. This is very close to R1 Tyres, which is where the police had taped off all day. Floral tributes were left where she had died as well, and there was no evidence whatsoever to suggest that she was the victim of the attack. Every indication was that she was literally just a passerby, making it also more tragic. They're determined, they said, to find out what happened to her, and they're also asking for any information in relation to the image of Aya. Her family requested that it doesn't be shown, but the papers are still showing her image even though it's been 2 days later, and I'm not going to show the image out of respect for the family. And as we've seen so often, especially during this lockdown period, how many innocent people are getting caught in the crossfire of these situations, and it just makes it ever more heartbreaking for the families and for the people involved, and for just normal people day to day that have to deal with the fact that this could potentially happen. So I'd really appreciate it if you paid your respects to Aya in the comments, and I've definitely got a little bit more on this story. I'll be following it until the end of the case. So rest in peace to Aya, and please don't forget to pay your respects. In some local news from Birmingham, in the Handsworth area, armed police broke up a 100-strong street party that had crammed into a cul-de-sac. A barbecue had started, and one reveller was asking the police, "Is COVID-19 real?" Dozens of people mingled in the Handsworth area grove for this party. Police were forced to break up the street party after 60 people crammed into this small area. Shocking body cam footage showed them removing people from the area that were having a good time playing music, and there was also complaints of noise complaints. And gatherings like this have been illegal since COVID-19 measures were in place since March the 23rd. This involved families and young children all standing together. Police said that these people did live in the local area, so they don't think that many had come from outside. They said that this cannot happen under the regulations, and they immediately dispersed the crowd. Armed police initially attended after reports of a gunshot, but there was no evidence of any firearm or a gunshot. So I'm glad that this situation didn't spiral out of control into maybe a short disturbance or maybe even something more. Police were mainly concerned about the amount of children that were actually attending this, and it does seem that it was mainly young people that were attending this venue. So of course the lockdown is lessening, the death rate is dropping, but at the same time, just be careful, because I don't want to see people getting into altercations with the police over things like this if it can be avoided. So I really appreciate you joining me today. Please pay your respects to everybody featured in today's episode, and I'll be back again soon with some more news.
Good evening, people. How are we doing? Charge. Who's in charge? Anyone in charge?
No one's in charge.
No one's in charge?
No, it's a social...
Go on, I'm listening. It's a social gathering, is it?
No, it's not a social gathering at all.
Oh, okay. Cool, well enjoy your evening. It's probably best if you drive out the cul-de-sac and turn left, because it's been broken up, okay? Good evening, folks. How you doing? Is everyone enjoying themselves? Okay. Well, this gathering needs to stop now, so if you can make your way out the cul-de-sac, that'd be appreciated. Thank you. Who lives here? We all live here. Okay, well, this is a gathering that cannot happen under the current COVID-19 legislation and restrictions. COVID-19 rules, yeah. So the reason we are here is to provide safety for people, and by doing that we need to disperse this group and go about your business. Alright folks, thank you very much for your time and your patience, but this organisation, this gathering needs to stop. For all the best. Enjoy the sun elsewhere. Thank you.
The one in the corner cooking the food, they're putting it all away.
Yeah.
Off we're going.
Yeah.
No worries. A lot of them live here.
Yeah,
so
they do.
A couple of groups and straight back to their garden, lock the doors, happy days.
If you have got a backlog of the traffic, if you can get that moving, that'd be appreciated. Folks, engagement, okay? Engagement, get chatting to them, get them moving, engagement. COVID-19 is real, people are dying, please move away, thank you. Yeah, I think this crowd's sufficiently dispersed, all the vehicles have left.